Katie says, you say to have abundance and don't hook up, which is good. Sounds great. But my question is, a lot of times is when we as women talk to guys, a lot of them don't just want to be friends. So I'm not sure what your question is here, Katie. They don't want to be friends? Yeah, I mean, of course they don't want to be friends. They absolutely don't want to be friends. And you don't need to, you shouldn't tell them that they're just going to be your friends, right? Because if a guy thinks that he's just going to be friend zoned, if he thinks he's just going to end up in the friend zone, he's not going to want to continue pursuing you. He's going to be like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I need to go find somebody that's romantically interested in me. And he'll leave and go talk to women who have some kind of romantic interest in him. So you can have a romantic interest, but not hook up with a guy, right? You can tell him that you want to have a romantic relationship, but that you want to be sure that he's the right guy and you want to get to know each other and go slow and, make sure that you're the right fit and talk to him about all the important things that you guys need to talk about. And, if he decides that he wants to step up and be the right guy for you, then he can step up and be the right guy for you. And if he doesn't, then he won't, right? And so what you're looking for is commitment, because anything previous to commitment is just dating, right? That's what everything is. Before commitment, before he looks at you and says, you are the one and only that I want to be with, I don't want anybody else, let's do this together. And whether your commitment involves a ring or whether it doesn't, because some women don't want the ring, some women don't want to get married, but some women do. And so regardless, you don't want to settle for anything less, right? There's a trap that a lot of women, it's a trap, right? There's a lot of women that get into this trap where they get into the exclusivity thing, right? It's like they're so excited about this guy who wants to be exclusive with them, which, is definitely a good thing, especially if you're going to be hooking up with a guy. However, exclusivity is not commitment. It's not the same thing, and exclusivity does not mean that things are moving towards commitment. It does not mean that, okay? And you have to remember that, right? And women and men both do this, right? Where they'll look at somebody and they'll be like, I want you to be exclusive with me, because they don't want you hooking up with other people or dating other people or getting taken by another person. And so they will put you in the trap, right? It's a trap, right? And you don't want to be stuck in the trap. And the trap is that you get stuck in this exclusivity thing. You think it's moving towards commitment. He never does. And then you end up wasting a lot of years of your life, right? And it's the same thing with boyfriend, girlfriend. A lot of women want that label. It's fine, whatever. It's not necessarily moving towards a committed relationship. And guys know within 6 to 8 months, they've done studies on this. They've done extensive research on this. And guys know by the 6 to 8 month mark whether they want, what kind of a relationship they want with you. They know exactly what kind of relationship they want, whether it's commitment in marriage, whether it's friend with benefits, whether it's, just friendship, whether it's nothing, whether it's, dragging you around and you not getting what you want. They know by the 6 to 8 month mark, guaranteed, what kind of a relationship they want. They might not move towards it, right? Especially if they have some mental or emotional issues or whatever, and they want that, but they know. And so my suggestion is that you don't waste time with these guys and exclusivity and, friendship. We totally went off on a tangent here, Katie. But the point is that, of course, they don't want to be friends with you. They absolutely don't want to be friends with you. And they're not going to want to be friends with you. One of the biggest pains that a man can experience is being put into a friend zone with a woman that he wants to be with, right? It's the same pain for a man to be put into a friend zone with a woman he wants to be with as it is for a woman who wants commitment with a guy that she's hooking up with. It's the exact same pain, right? You're looking at him and you're thinking about how amazing it could be, but they're not committing, right? He's looking at you and thinking about how amazing it could be, and your babies and commitment and relationship and marriage or whatever, but you don't want to hook up with him. And so it's the same. It's a very similar pain. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar, right? And so yes, men don't want to be your friend, absolutely. And well, I mean, you can say they should or shouldn't, but it's one of those things, right? He can get stuck in that place forever, right? Just like you can get stuck in the friend with benefits, non-committal place forever, and he doesn't want that.